Hi, this is Dwight Braswell, founder of Bunny to Bear. We're helping you go from fear, doubt, uncertainty to a place of courage, of confidence, of conviction, so that you can be your best self every single day, day in and day out. This is Motivational Monday, and today we're talking about burnout. How can we prevent it? Now, before we do, I'd love to invite you to become part of our community here. It's called Bear Nation. And very simply, when you put your name and email anywhere on bunnytobear.com, we'll send you free trainings, free motivation to, like I said, help you live your best life, be your best self day in and day out. So today we're talking about burnout, like I said, and it's all about preventing burnout. When we have burnout, that means low productivity. That means feeling like crud, right? You want to avoid it at all costs. So how do you do it? Well, last week I introduced you to Flexure. Flexure is a very simple methodology where one of the definitions is introducing a structure at the very beginning of any initiative, and then over time, introducing flexibility. Well, the way to prevent burnout is to be decisive and determine exactly where you're going to introduce that flexibility into your structure. Something I call the Flexure point. So let me give you some examples. If I'm trying to lose 10 pounds in 2 weeks, my first 6 days might be regimented. I might be strict with my schedule, with my eating habits, with my exercise routine. I mean, every single day for 6 days straight. But that second week, I'm gonna allow some flexibility. So if I'm on a smoothie diet and I'm smoothie every day, 8 a.m., and I don't break for 6 days, that next week, maybe I'll have some eggs in the morning. Maybe I'll have some chicken. But it allows me to have a little bit of flexibility within that structure. That 6th day, at the end of that 6 days, is called the Flexure point, where I'm allowing some flexibility at that point. So let's give another example. If I have a new hire class and I want them in sales to be on a certain script. I want that script there for their first 10 sales. After they get the 10 sales, they can have the flexibility to make it their own. But for that 10 sales, I need them on that script. After that 10th sale, that's called the Flexure point, where I'm allowing some flexibility. So let's talk about some wins with this. Right away, when everyone knows that Flexure point, expectations are clear and productivity goes up. Also, there's guaranteed flexibility so that you're not micromanaging or you're not beating yourself up too much. And then finally, there's that incentive to work hard within that structure so that I can get to that flexibility. If I know that I need 10 sales to be able to make it my own, I'm really gonna work my tail off to get those 10 sales, right? So here's a few things that you have to do to set this up right. First of all, you need to decide on clear and consistent Flexure points. You know, the more productive that we are is because we know what to expect and it's consistent. Another thing is you want to set those expectations for the structure up front, and then you want to have a differentiation. You want it to be night and day with that flexibility. So if I'm eating those smoothies, I'm just drinking smoothie, right after that flexibility kicks in, I need to have a reward of something different, something that's a little bit off of the beaten path, so that all of a sudden I'm recharged, I've got re-energized just because of that flexibility. So if you do a couple of these things and have Flexure points, and again, please feel free to experiment and test different ones so that you find that sweet spot of exactly where that is. But once you do, I'll be looking forward to it so that I'll be driven and I'll be motivated and I'll be productive. But then once I get that flexibility, now I have some autonomy and I'm even more productive. So that helps me prevent my burnout. Go ahead and try this and go to bunnytobear.com and let us know within the community, how did this work out for you? And there's a question I post at the very end. How do you see Flexure points helping you decrease burnout? Remember, you have the courage, the confidence, the conviction inside of you to live your best life, to be your best self day in, day out. It's up to you to unleash it. We'll see you next week.